I'm Tia Borden with MiningIR, and joining me is Marco Rock of Cassiar Gold. Marco, it's great to see you again.
Great to see you, Tia.
We saw each other in London. However, we held off from doing an interview because we were anticipating some great news from your end. Are you able to share that now?
Absolutely, yes, I am, and it's a pleasure to be here, and a pleasure to finally be able to share that. We have, and the reason we couldn't talk is we have a brand new 43-101 resource and mineral resource estimate. So it was pretty significant results. So now we have a 1.4 million ounce resource at 1.14 grams per ton, using a cutoff grade of 0.5 grams per ton. So that was an increase. We nearly doubled the tonnage from the previous resource estimates. We increased nearly our resource by 40%. So it's a great step in the right direction. And even with that, we still have significant areas within that pit shell that are still, where we have quite widely spaced drilling that, we have a low-hanging fruit to quickly add ounces in the future. And besides that, the resource remains open laterally in almost all directions and at depths as well. So, we're really only starting to scratch the surface here at Torres, and we're already with 1.4 million ounces. So I think it's a great step in the right direction.
That's very exciting. Congratulations. Now, can you tell us a little bit about Cassiar Gold and what sets you apart from different junior mining companies?
Absolutely. There's so many things that set us apart. I think maybe going back to that the resource, our deposit. So most of our deposit, so actually 70% or nearly 80% of our ounces are within the first 100 meters. So it's a very shallow and flat-lying deposit. So it's has an ideal geometry and with a lot of room to grow. In addition to that, so we also have something that is very valuable, and maybe not a lot of people really recognize that, which is the fact that we have mine permits. And we also have a fully owned and permitted mill. We're surrounded by infrastructure, and at Cassiar South, which is just a few kilometers south from our Torres deposits, we also have a high-grade vein system, from which actually we still have some drill results pending, which where we have this high-grade vein targets, which are also very exciting. So it's a very unique company, and I think we're very well positioned for what the future brings.
An exciting year ahead of you. Now, can you tell us a bit about the BC jurisdiction and what gets you excited?
Yeah, so I think it's very important that we are in a safe jurisdiction. So I think especially in this cycle, we're seeing jurisdictions getting challenged. Taxes increases, royalties increases in multiple jurisdictions around the world. You don't see actually what you like to see, which is stability, fiscal stability, regulatory stability. So I think we're very, very lucky because we're in a very safe and conducive and supportive mining jurisdiction in British Columbia. And there's only a few assets with this size and with the potential that we have, around the world in safe jurisdictions, which are, you probably could, the top three jurisdictions I would say would be Australia, Canada, and the United States. So we're very, very lucky on that sense. And you can see the amount of activity. Just 200 kilometers south of us, we have Red Chris, and you see more and more companies around in BC, advancing their projects and new projects, popping all over. So that's very good for the industry. It's very good for the province, and it's certainly very good from us because we all benefit from shared infrastructure and the appetite and the development that brings from investors as well.
And is it fair to say that there's quite a bit less risk than other jurisdictions?
Absolutely. I thank God that we are in such a safe and supportive jurisdiction. So that's really the key. That security that you have in the legally protective environment that gives you that security of sentiment that investors want to see, and that allows me to sleep much better at night.
We all love sleep. Now, Marco, can you tell us about some of the catalysts that you're anticipating within the next 6 to 12 months?
Yeah, so as I mentioned just briefly, we have actually still 13 holes pending from the Cassiar South target. So that's just over 4,000 meters worth of drilling that should be coming out very, very soon. In addition to that, we also have a bought deal financing that is about to close. So we're looking forward to closing that soon as well. In addition to that, in less than 3 weeks, in roughly 2.5 weeks, we have a new program starting. So this we have a 20,000 meter drill program that we'll have at our Cassiar flagship project. 10,000 of those meters going towards Taurus and trying to see if we can find the edges of that deposit, given it's completely open laterally and at depth. We are also looking to deploy 5,000 meters towards our Cassiar South vein targets, and we also have looking to reserve 5,000 meters towards some outside regional targets. And just as a reminder, this almost doubling of tonnage and nearly increasing our resource by 40% came on the back of 8,800 meters of drilling. So you can imagine the damage we could potentially do with 20,000 meters. So I think it's going to be a very transformational year and a very transformational program for us as a company.
Well, it's already been an exciting week for you, and definitely sounds like there's a lot of positive things to look forward to this coming year. Now, Marco, is there anything else that you want to share with our viewers? We want to talk a little bit about your team as well. So maybe can you give our viewers a bit of background about the strengths of your team?
Absolutely, and I think that's probably the first thing I should have mentioned when you asked what set us apart. I think we have, one of the most outstanding technical teams and boards in the industry. Starting with Doug Kerwin and David Rees, two exploration all-stars. We have James Maxwell on a technical team as well. Our chairman, Steve Letwin, has led IM Gold from 2010 to 2020. We also have Steve Robertson, highly experienced in BC, and got a Schultz Award for excellence in mine development for his work at Red Chris, which is just down the road from us there as well. And we just brought in just recently Vern Sheen. It came from B2 BIMA Group. He has helped define reserves of nearly 8 million ounces, and of which 5 million of those are now into production. So he really brings the skill set that we need to take our company to the next level. We also have Shirley Anthony on our team as a VP of IR. We really have an outstanding team. We have a world-class team of young geologists as well. We have Jill Maxwell on our team. She's been doing an amazing job. So I couldn't be happier with the team that we have. Whoa, I forgot to mention Chris Stewart. Sorry, I've just been name dropping. Chris Stewart is a former president and COO of McEwen, now the CEO of Minter Copper. So we have truly an all-star team. I'm surrounded by the best and brightest in the industry, and I think we have all that we need to be successful.
That's wonderful. A lot of experience, and that obviously creates a lot of success. Marco, before we hop off, can you guide people to your website, any social media platforms that you're on?
Absolutely. So our website is www.cassiargold.com. We have a presence in YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. So check what we're doing. Check our website. Check our team as well. Check our plans. I think we're about to do great things, and I welcome you and everyone, all the listeners, to check what we're doing and join our journey.
Marco, thank you so much for joining me, and again, congratulations on all your success.
Thank you, Tia.